Yeah, how's it going, Big D in the house? I wanted to talk about, I don't know, I guess age and money. So, to those of you that don't know me, I have a job where I can work overtime, up to 32 hours a week, relatively easily. I've gotten to the point where I do 12 hours every week, and I usually end up making about, I don't know, anywhere from $2,300 a month every 2 weeks. And one of the things that I'm starting to realize, now that I'm about to be 36 soon is, I just don't spend money. Like ever since I started dialing in my diet and getting it right, I got into boxing, and th- then there's just the fact that, there's really never been that much I've wanted. I've never wanted to party. I don't want nice things. I don't really want to go out and get the newest and greatest things. I just don't spend money. And it seems like that's been getting worse and worse as I start to get older. Like more and more of my money starts stacking up. I know, first world problems, but I don't know. Like maybe it's like my frame of mind. When I was younger, I was always happier with the simpler things in life because, I grew up poor on welfare, food stamps. There are times when I had shoes that had holes in them, and I fixed them by putting cardboard and duct tape on them. And I guess growing up in an environment like that where you just didn't have anything, you just got used to not wanting certain things out of life. And in the year 2025, there's really nothing I want with my diet. I can't really go out and eat because it's just going to kick me out of losing weight and getting my weight down. So I don't want to do that. So just about like 99.9% of the menu items out there are not for you. You can't eat it. Like, unless I'm getting a steak and broccoli meal. But, at that point, I might as well just make it and cut the middleman out and save money. I can get it the way I want. I don't really want to go out and do things much. I don't know, I'm pretty content being a homebody and going to my boxing gym, my game group, and doing stuff like that. Maybe it's getting set in your ways as you start to get older. But like the only thing I really want is more and more money so I can invest it and I can actually retire. But it's kind of like a catch 22 because that goal of retirement, um, I'm just looking at the money in the United States is getting more and more worthless. And there's this meme that's been going around the internet. No matter who you vote for, the debt goes up and the bombs keep dropping. And one thing that I'm slowly but surely starting to become aware of, the rate of inflation is getting faster and faster. Like the boomers back in the 50s and 60s, the inflation was just slower, but due to the fact that it just seems like you have more irresponsible people in government, it's just gotten worse. More socialist, more spending like a drunken sailor. The purchasing power of the dollar is going down faster and faster. Like, I've been to two countries, Mexico and Thailand, and the quality of the currency in those countries was just garbage. It just didn't go far. Most people were poor. I don't know, man. Like, and I just kind of feel like the United States currency is following the same trajectory of how bad they're inflating it away. They're just inflating the value of this money away and making it worth less and less. And I honestly have to like question. I'm supposed to get a pension for my job, like $2,000 a month, more like $1,600 a month after taxes, maybe 15. That's not going to be worth anything with the rate of inflation, and especially as the cost of living keeps going up. Social Security, even if I do get it, I don't think it's going to be there. I think they're going to eliminate that program because I heard somewhere that Social Security is going to go bankrupt in the 2030s. Medicare is going bankrupt sooner than that. So, like, even if the money does come, it's not going to be worth what it is today. It's probably going to be like $200 worth of value, even though you're getting $1,600. And then there's my retirement account investments. The economy as a whole is turning to trash in the United States. Everything is about short-term gain and debt accumulation. And it seems like a lot of these companies are zombie companies. They would not exist without government debt and TARP bailouts. My problem with that is these companies are basically hollow shells, and it just seems like the CEOs of these companies are basically pumping and dumping their corporations for stock buybacks and sell-offs. So my thing is, by the time I hit retirement, about 25, 30 years, are these companies even going to be around or solvent? Yeah, it just seems like everything in the United States is basically one huge con game of musical chairs is about to tank. So I don't know, man. It's weird. Like I feel like I'm saving like half my check, but the money's going down in value, and there's really nothing to invest in that's sound and safe besides precious metals, which I'm doing. Like I just got more gold this month, and I heard that my job's going to be giving us out a 4% bonus, which is about $2,300. If I get that money, I'm literally going to pay off the 0% APR credit cards and then buy more gold. Probably this month of July, probably in the month of July. That's the only thing that's making me feel secure, because at the end of the day, the government can't print gold in the value of the gold. They can do that all day long with the dollar because they can't handle their finances. But yeah, just food for thought, man. I mean, I don't know. Big D out.